I'm Chris. I'm 15, well 16 now. The best thing I like about Bible Club is helping the kids grasp more about Jesus.
People come because they learn about Jesus, they can pray, get things off their chest, and like doing activities and Bible reading.
I want to be a volunteer because I like to help young kids and I love Jesus and I wanted to help kids learn about him better.
So the Bible Club Teen Volunteers are kids that are part of our leadership track at ILA who get the opportunity to come back to Bible Club and serve in a small group of 4 to 5 students with one small group leader. And a lot of our teens who help out at Bible Club are former Bible Club students themselves. Chris has been serving as a small group leader for 4 years now. When I first met with Chris, he was kind of your typical middle school boy. A lot of energy, very talkative, but also a lot of fun. And I could tell that he cared about some of the things that mattered.
Up till a couple of years ago, I didn't exactly know Jesus that well on a personal level.
He would come to club and hang out, and we developed a relationship pretty quick through the medium of just playing video games together and just kind of hanging out.
Being here really helps because you get to get away from all the nonsense out in the world, and you're just able to come here with other Christians and younger youth.
Chris started with Cisco and that group of kids in the 1st grade, and it's carried on into 2nd, 3rd, and now 4th grade.
To be a volunteer, it's pretty fun, especially when you volunteer for a couple of years with the same kids. You get to watch them grow up and mature in their relationship with God and Jesus, so it's pretty cool.
Cisco is an incredible kid. He has a ton of energy, and he's a lot of fun to be around. Can sometimes have his hood up and not want to be approached, but also at the same time wants to know that you care about him enough to come and talk to him. When I first knew Cisco, it was a lot of weekly bringing Cisco to reroute and working through behaviors. And through the years, I've seen that decrease significantly. One would just be because he cares about that relationship that he and Chris have. Chris serving as his small group leader.
Chris, he's really energetic and he likes to play with the kids. He got patience with the kids.
Cisco reminds me of myself at his age. When I look at him, I see myself as a young kid with ADHD and getting in trouble sometimes at school and with your parents and stuff.
I think Cisco thinks Chris is so cool because Chris takes the time to converse and to really invest into Cisco. Talk with him, not on a surface level, but on a real, deep connecting level. Cisco is one of those kids that you have to draw him out a little bit, but once you tap into who Cisco really is, he's an incredible kid. And I think Chris is one of those people who's figured that out.
Stuff that sounds boring, he could turn it in and look like a game in that. When we're doing a sheet with a half of a Bible verse in it, he'll make it into a little activity. That inspired me to want to be a leader.
I got a lot of hopes for Cisco, that he'll be able to grow up rooted in his faith with God.
In a couple years at City Impact, I want to work in a class and help people out.
I think it's great because it makes me feel like I've had a very positive impact on his life.
What gets me most excited about what I get to do is seeing what those kids can be, knowing that there is potential that is untapped with the kids that live around me. So when I see them come to Bible Club and I see them engaged, involved, singing in worship, engaged in the lesson, giving feedback and answers that you think, kids don't just come up with those kind of questions and answers without there being the Holy Spirit involved in that. Those are some of those moments that you're like, this is extremely important, and what I get to do matters because these kids matter.
Chris is a good friend because he's trustworthy. If he says he'll do something, he does it.
I'm 16, and City Impact gives me an opportunity to talk to the next generation.